Panic is on the streets. Crime is on the loose. And one woman is on the scene.
I'm a reporter.
Erika Erickson.
I'm ready.
Is everybody's favorite ace reporter.
The soul of Detroit.
Oh my gosh.
She doesn't just find the news.
Come on, pal. Let's have it.
She lives it.
ML Elric
Is the stranger.
I'm Basil St. John.
A man of mystery who holds the key to the greatest story of her career.
The location of Shawn's green jacket.
You ass in around your country around my suit. It's gone.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on.
That is not paid for by them. That is paid for by the people of Detroit.
You might be qualified, ML.
I'm not qualified for this job.
Let me tell you something. You want to go right now? Okay? You want to go right now?
Hey kids, it's your old pal ML Elric. And sometimes when we get to the studio, we kind of ease into it. We have a little pre-flight checklist and sort of get loose. But I'm all amped up because we just recorded our latest bonus episode, which is exclusive to our soulmates. That's for if you give us $5 a month at a minimum. You get the bonus episode. If you don't want to be a soulmate, maybe you have a problem with commitment, like everybody we talked about in the bonus episode. You can pay for them individually, and this one is an extra special one, not just because we made you wait for it, but Erika Erickson is there, and she's here today. Erika, great to have you back.
That intro was interesting.
You know what movie that's from?
No.
Brenda Starr.
Oh,
that huge hit.
Yeah, and this was, and of course, that's Mark Fellhauer, and we're going to have a special guest we'll introduce in just a minute. But before the superhero movies became a big deal, in the late 80s, the comic book movies were supposed to be big with Dick Tracy and all those other ones.
The
Flash.
Flash Gordon.
The Green Hornet with Alec Baldwin, you know. Oh, no, Alec Baldwin was the Shadow.
I don't remember that at all.
Who knows what lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow.
Me, Alec Baldwin.
And
oh my.
That's how he talks.
And so Brooke
I don't know if I want
Shields.
Alec Baldwin lurking around me.
Brooke Shields was
Why?
Brenda
Because you're
Starr.
going to park in his space?
So.
Sorry. Were you still talking about a movie no one's ever seen?
All my enthusiasm's gone suddenly. I was feeling so good there for a minute. But then, Mark also told me that my dad had been sued and failed to send me a card after I lost a loved one. Now, if you listen to the bonus episode, you'll get that
Yeah,
reference.
those were some interesting emails in that bonus episode.
Very, very good stuff.
And most importantly, we solved every one of them.
Yes,
every problem
our
has been
advice.
solved.
Well, it turned out it was kind of a one-size-fits-all solution to most of these.
I know.
But, there may need to be some lawyers involved.
Is it just
but,
don't be a dick and just be normal and talk?
And
Isn't
talk
that, like,
and-
why is that so hard for people?
I don't know.
And Erika said it too. Trust your gut. If you're with somebody and you just say, "Oh, this doesn't feel right,"
and you're questioning it,
yeah,
there's your answer.
Yeah, and if you're saying this doesn't feel right, but it's hard for you to say it because you're wearing a ball gag, you definitely need to get out.
You guys are giving up all your content. Give it all up now.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, there goes.
What, are we
there
redoing
goes
the
that,
same show?
There goes that $5, and of course that was the voice of August Gitschlag, who is not just a soulmate, but he is hosting Magnum 12, which sounds like a condom, but it's actually a charitable.
Yeah, we get that joke a lot, and we'll take it. Whatever.
Way to repeat a joke that everyone's heard.
Yeah, I'm out.
It's okay.
It's new to me.
It's new to you.
But August is here because at Whiskey in the Jar?
No, it's moved.
New venue.
New
Okay,
venue.
August, tell us all about it.
So this is our 12th Magnum PI party. This was created at Whiskey in the Jar. Just three guys sitting around and trying to come up with a reason to have a party in the summertime.
Love
That
it.
never happens
And
at
this
Whiskey
was
in the Jar.
13 years ago. And at the time, like mustache parties were like a thing. You could buy a mustache party bucket at Party City or something like that. So like, well, that seems too cheesy. How about like a Burt Reynolds party? We're like, all right, well, that's kind of a good idea. And
The
like,
pride
wait a
of
minute.
Lansing, by the way.
We're like, wait a minute. The Magnum PI is just easy. It's a mustache, a hat, and a Hawaiian shirt. Everyone has that. Let's just do that. And this was coming on the heels of our tracksuit party, which is what we started. And that was a big charity fundraiser. That was real successful, had a lot of legs. We figured we should do something in the summer. So we came up with the Magnum PI party. And this is years before the last Sunday game at Comerica Park became the Magnum party. So we were doing this for years. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and more people. And we do know those guys, the guys from Comerica Park that do the do the Magnum Day. We've met the guys that started that. They come to our events. They're the Downriver Magnums, and we're the East Side Magnums. And we communicate, we talk, and they're good guys. And so we've been doing this for years. This year, it's moved to the Eastern Palace Club.
Okay.
In Hazel Park. If you guys have been there, it's already decorated as a tiki bar. They call it Key West northernmost bar.
Oh, wow.
So it's me, Mikey, and Conrad, the three of us that do all these things together. We've met these guys several times. Conrad runs the Labor Day Festival in Hamtramck. He's very involved in everything. We, do all the DCFC games.
Is that them right there?
There's the other. Yeah, there's the boys. That's last year.
And if you're a soulmate, which is only $5 a month, you can watch the show and you can see these guys.
Never miss an opportunity to sell.
No.
Yeah,
I know.
Right.
ABC always be closing. Always.
Conrad
be
was
closing. Another.
He came here.
Another
Conrad was
Alec
He was here.
Baldwin
Yeah.
He was
show
here.
you may not have seen, but so of course there'll be debauchery and Hawaiian shirts and cheesy mustaches, but it's about more than that.
Yeah, this is all benefits the Hero Foundation. So Mikey's on the board of directors of the Hero Foundation. That's where the money from Magnum goes. I'm on the board of director of the Detroit Friendship House, the food pantry in Hamtramck. That's where the tracksuit money goes. And we have our Folding for Food coming up in a week. So, but that's another
And
story.
what's the Hero Foundation?
Hero
for
Foundation
people who don't know?
was set up by our friend Katie, whose father survived pancreatic cancer.
So he's the
nobody's
one
surprised.
guy.
He's the
Yeah.
one guy. And lived another
Wow.
18 years. I think it was 17 or 18 years.
Wow.
And that's died of natural causes of something else. So she started this foundation years ago, and it just, the money all stays in Michigan. Everyone on the board of directors they all went to school together. They all went to Grand Valley. And Mikey's part of this group. He's on the board. And the money goes to families where the breadwinner is suffering from cancer. And we take care of Thanksgiving and Christmas for them.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And it all stays here in Michigan.
nice.
It's mostly, Detroit and Grand Rapids is where, everyone lives. And so we do other fundraisers. We have a golf outing. It was a couple weeks ago. They do other fundraisers every year. So they're all great guys. It's a great cause, and we've kept this thing going for years. It's special. We just first did it just to have fun, just to bring all our friends in. I'm like, look, we gotta do something else with this, So we have great raffle prizes. We raffle off baskets. We have the 50-50 stuff. We have TVs. I have to spend the next 2 days just picking up 40 gift cards from different restaurants and bars. It's real sucks for me. We go to all these places like right after work.
So you've got a lot of prizes then.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. Yeah. We've got some new partners this year. Savoy on the east side is kicked in.
Oh, yeah.
So
Jay Lee
that's
Deering.
Jay Lee's place.
Yeah.
So, so he's kicked in. We got Caju, Coonan's Brewery, Firebird Tavern. There's a whole bunch. Bad Brad's Barbecue always helps out. We get a bunch of people that kick in, and it's great. Tokororo in Eastern Market. So they all support us.
You made this pretty big.
It got bigger than
Congrats.
we thought it was going to get. I mean, it's no Riley party. It's not quite that level. I'm not on every morning TV show at Matt's level, but
that's not Killer Cares, but
no.
it's August Cares.
And Mikey and Conrad care. Yeah.
That's great.
Well, I don't know about Conrad. He said, I don't know about this pancreatic cancer. It doesn't seem like that big a deal to me. But we'll straighten him out.
We'll straighten him out. Yeah.
Tom Selleck, Magnum PI, obviously knows about Magnum Day at Comerica because he threw out the first pitch and was there. Does he know that you guys do this for charity?
We hope not, because he might come after us for using the logo on our shirts that we sell.
Do you really think so?
Yeah, we've always kind of been worried about everyone every
You think
year.
you would, though?
There's two things we get promised every
Right.
year. Someone's going to say, "Oh, my mom knows Tom Selleck," and I'm going to send an email. And that
Oh,
never happens.
why would
and
they
then
do that?
every
It's for
year,
a good cause,
no,
though.
Just to notify.
to notify
Oh,
them,
just
like
to-
as a
okay.
positive. They
Not
think it's
as
a
a
positive
threat.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Not as a
thinking they're,
threat.
like, threatening you.
And then every year, someone promises to bring a Ferrari, and it never shows up.
Yeah.
Everyone says they have a Ferrari.
I'm
They're
going to bring a
park it
chopper.
They're going to park it
Phone
outside
by a black guy.
and take pictures with it, and just sell
Right?
pictures.
Was
So
it TC black? Yeah, he was black.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. There's always someone that shows
Guess
up
you
in the
didn't get
island
that
hopper
joke.
with the rainbow suspenders, and every year we get one Higgins.
Higgins.
Someone in
Oh, my
khaki on khaki.
gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, based on this year's T-shirt, I think you guys sell as part of a fundraiser.
Yeah.
I don't think Thomas Selleck is going to have an objection to his depiction.
No, he
here
looks
because,
great.
Yeah.
Muscles are popping.
Yeah, I don't even know if he looked that good when the show was on the air.
Yeah, these are. This is all the creation of Mike Smith. He's a great graphic designer. He's one of the founders of this. He handles all the graphics on the Facebook page and everything, and comes up with the logo every year. And we start this a month, 2 months ago. We send them back and forth. And like, okay, tweak this and do that, and come up with a shirt. So
You got to get it to
shirt.
him. I mean, I think even if he were to be mad about it and put a stop to it, that's more publicity.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know
I don't
that
think-
80-year-old
I don't think-
Tom's really going to be
I
too
don't
ticked
think he
about it.
would.
But
I think he'd like
Now, whoever owns Magnum might.
yeah, it's true. That's
I
true.
don't know if that's.
Don Belisario Productions, are they
Yes.
going to come after you? But
I've tried to watch the new one too. It's
Oh,
all right.
no.
I watched a couple episodes. The
Don't
first
say
episode,
that.
they
Talk
shot
about
up.
how wonderful it is in case they ever hear this.
Yeah, there you go.
They shot up the Ferrari in the first episode in the pilot. It was tough to watch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they blow it up.
So that's
So what do they drive in the?
A different Ferrari, but newer. But
that dude. When I watched it, he's like so straight and so serious. I always thought Tom Selleck kind of had a little playfulness about him. He had a little bit of a wink, a little bit of charm.
Absolutely.
That wink.
You'd have to roll your eyes at him. It'd be like, I snuck out. And so,
We were watching the clip
Thomas,
recently.
you did not return the vehicle on time. Higgins,
my gosh.
it was great.
August, I'm sure you've seen the clip of when Magnum's...
Shawn could be a good Higgins, actually.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna.
But I agree with you.
Sorry, I'd love to see Shawn in some little safari outfit.
We're always trying to dress Shawn up like a little Ken doll.
2 Dobermans.
We just want to see him with hair
Oh,
and a mustache.
Higgins was a little follicle challenge.
what were you gonna say, Mark?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was just going to ask. It doesn't matter now, but you've seen the clip of Magnum, right, with Lou and Tram?
Oh, sure.
Have you ever seen that, Ulrich?
No, but I went to go see an alumni game, and Selleck, by the way, amazing athlete.
He could play ball.
He played basketball
he played
at USC on a basketball scholarship. He was playing first base, and there were some fairly recent retired major leaguers playing in this game. Someone smoked a line drive towards first base. He made a diving catch on this liner, came up with it, no problem. And at that time, he had to be probably 40 or something. And and he could rake too.
He cranked one out. They showed clips of him cranking one out of Tiger Stadium, like not over the top, but hitting legitimate home runs in batting practice. He's an athlete.
Yeah,
and he did Mr. Baseball.
Yeah,
so
he played in spring training game too.
He did.
I think he did strike out.
How old is he now again?
He's 80.
80. Yes.
I could take him.
Well, he said the only reason he hasn't been coming to the...
Always trying to fight people, too.
The only reason he hasn't done the Tiger games before was because he was filming Blue Bloods for 15 years. And that only started like 6-7 years ago. Mm-hmm. They were always filming during this. Like that's why he's like, wasn't avoiding it. I thought it was great. I just couldn't get here. Yeah. So now that show's over...
That was on that long?
Yeah. It's on... I swear to God, Blue Bloods is on TV every hour of the day somewhere in the country. You can find it. It's always on TV.
Isn't that weird when there's a show that exists that does really well and you don't know anybody that's ever seen it?
I've seen it. It's actually okay. I
fine.
Think it's
the Wahlberg brothers good.
Wahlberg,
yeah.
Okay, I take it back. I guess I know 3 people that have seen
it. But
it.
I thought I was
in every episode.
But I was thinking maybe like 3 seasons, 15 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do they have dinner in every episode?
They do. They have the family dinner. It's Sunday dinner.
Family dinner. Yeah.
The Sunday dinner thing. Yes.
And it's always like, well, I guess we could probably abuse prisoners and get them to confess to things, but that's not what we do. We just tell them it'd be much better for society if you told us that you did it. Can I have the potatoes, please?
Well, all I see at the family dinner is Tom Selleck's heavily dyed mustache because he's like 75, and when and he's got this perfectly dark brown, like just for men mustache. It's this thing growing on his face.
Maybe he's just eating beets. We don't know.
Hey, I grew this thing out just for the party, and I can't stand it. I don't know how the guy lived with that thing. I mean, I feel like it's hitting the microphone before I get there. It's
that's
I
how
always
we got
wonder
the
about
Ferrari.
guys with those heavy beards and stashes.
The mustache.
Sam Elliott
You
with
get
that
things
mustache.
lost in there.
Oh yeah, and who wants
like food,
Flavor Saver
particles?
Oh, the worst is blowing your nose.
Yeah.
I do feel like there's like nose hairs that are touching my lip when I grow this thing out. It drives me nuts.
Are there boogers in there?
No, I clean them out, but I'm always
there
worried.
Are. Don't lie.
Go wash your
Mustache-Booger Panic is a real thing. It's an anxiety thing, and make sure I don't have snot in my mustache.
Selleck, I'd like to know how many boogers you found in your mustache.
Okay, I've got to put Mustache-Booger Panic in my show notes because that seems like someone could get a grant to study that. That
not anymore.
Sorry. Well, yeah. Well, actually, no. As long as it didn't involve a vaccine, as long as you're not trying to develop a vaccine, I think
of how many boogers were on the cast of Tombstone. Like how much snotlock was there?
Well, think about the real version of it. And people back in the day,
people back in the day smell.
They had to stink.
So gross.
Chewing tobacco.
They didn't bathe for weeks at a time.
Yeah.
The BO probably just cut through walls.
There's a great episode of Supernatural where they go back in time to the old
Another
West.
show no one's seen.
and that was on for even more seasons than Blue Bloods. But they go back and they go to this saloon, and Dean, who's kind of more the rough brother, and he's wearing his Western outfit. He's like, oh God, and Sam, his more cosmopolitan brother, steps in some horse apples, and he goes, ugh, and then Dean says, you know what that is? He goes, horse shit. He goes, authenticity. And so they go into the bar. And he goes, I'll take some of the top shelf whiskey. He's like, only got one shelf, son. And then the village or the town prostitute starts, winking at him. And he looks over and she's like, her teeth are brown. She's got all kinds of sores. She looks beat to hell. But in the Old West, that was the Mayday Queen. It's just like not really big on hygiene and kind of not being funky back in the old days. And those mustache, when you see Sam Elliott in their movies with Selleck from the 70s and Sam Elliott, where neither one of them has a mustache, you're like, is that? And they're both good-looking guys without a mustache. But with Sam Elliott, does he have a mouth? I don't know. It's just like the mustache
hangs
kind of
over.
Yeah, it just kind of vibrates. So he's talking.
Still got it in
His lips are
those
moving.
commercials he's doing for the insurance commercials. He's still got it.
Gronk.
Yeah, with Gronk, he's still got that. Still got that big mustache.
Yeah.
Nobody would know who he was.
I mean, this literally will come off Saturday night as soon as I get home. It comes just all this red hair in the.
You're talking about the mustache,
Yes.
not the shirt, right?
Not the
Because
shirt.
we
Well,
want people to come out.
I love the commitment, though. That's great.
Do you guys ask what your significant others think of the stashes and the?
So I've been
facial hair?
working. I've been working on
hates
this
it.
one for
Kat
57
hates
years.
it. I
It ain't
figured.
going anywhere.
My wife hates it.
Okay, wife
So-
hates it. What
I
about
can't
you?
grow one, so it's not an issue.
So
But
this
your
is
facial
my-
hair that you have right now.
Yeah, I
fine
think.
with.
Well, I think Treese is okay with it because. So I'm 57, but if I shaved it off, I'd look like I'm 17. So
True.
I think
This
she
is
likes feeling. Although maybe she would like to tell people, I'm like this 17-year-old guy. It's doing.
No, if I'm
everything in
fully
my
clean
house."
shaven, Kat can't stand that either. It doesn't look right. But with this thing, I'm not allowed around her nieces and stuff. It's like weird.
Well, how do you
It's like you're
feel
gonna scare the
about it? I
kids.
mean, when somebody comes up with a mustache, is like, that's a good stash, that's a bad stash, no sale every time. What's the? I mean,
Well,
because
my-
I believe
this is
there are
interesting because
people who approach you and you have
A friend
to.
of mine was trying to hook me up
You
with
don't
her
mace all of them.
brother, and he had this really full beard. I couldn't see what he looked like, so I told her that. I don't know what his face looks like.
How full was it? Like up to his? Because you see some of
It
those
was a
beards that go
full
like right up
beard.
to your eye.
And that's why
sockets.
I don't necessarily like those full beards because you don't know what the person looks like. So if they shave it off,
And they've got like these buck teeth, like
Well, we've
no
all seen
chin.
the
You just-
videos
you
of the
don't
kids that
know.
never saw their dad without a beard. They shave the beard
and
and
they
the
freak
kids start
out.
crying and stuff.
Yes, I would cry if I
Okay,
didn't.
so
Part of growing this out, though, is explaining it to people. Like why I'm doing it.
'Cause it
They're like,
looks
what's with the
sweet.
mustache?
Good, then
I'm
you
like,
can
"Oh,
promote the event.
That's exactly what it is.
No,
So,
Well, like, Mark,
I
you have
never,
a-
I
you
never
have-
had a beard. I mean, right now it's really short. It's probably too short. But I never had a beard until Riff fired us. So it was my unemployment beard because I'm like, I'm not
Right.
shaving. That
Right.
was my protest to who? I don't know. And I just decided I kind of like not shaving. This is great. And then one day I shaved everything off. And my wife came downstairs and started laughing at me. I'm like, never again! Like, shielding my face. I'm like, she's like, you just look so much younger.
no
Like,
one's going to be mad at me when I
kinda
take this
wanna-
off.
I kind of want to see now what you look
I look
cleanly
this,
shaven.
look, it's pretty. I mean, it's
No, you
pretty
always
gray
keep
and
it
it's pretty-
maintained though.
yeah.
Like, if
You
it's just
can-
wild.
you can find pictures of Mark online without a
I
beard,
think
and
I
he
have,
does
actually.
look very.
I'm looking for the picture because I took
he
a
looks
picture
like
when I shaved
he
it.
looks
It
like a
fucking
smart
hilarious.
ass kid. He looks like
It's a
somebody
pretty
who
I think
round
as
face.
long as it's,
you want to
it's-
snap with a towel.
Yeah, no, and rightfully so.
Yeah. But when I left Channel 4, I that's the first time I grew any whiskers, and I've been very fortunate not to have problems with acne, but I would get ingrown hairs.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of a
Gross.
fidgety person, so I'd like try and pull them and pick at
Pull 'em
them
out, yeah.
and then I'd end up looking like I had bad acne because it would leave a little welt or
There's something satisfying about ripping that sucker out, though, isn't
yeah,
there?
although your fingers hurt from pinching them because you have, if you have short nails. But I just kind of kept it. And then
tweezers.
after a while, I'm like, and believe me, if I was growing it from that point on, which was 2017, it still wouldn't look much more than this. But after a while, you're like, I got to trim it because every once in a while there's but now the thing is being an old dude, every once in a while, one of my daughters will reach over and I'm driving and pull a hair
Oh,
off the top of my ear, and it feels
Oh
like
no, you've got the ear hairs.
no, just
Well, we all
not,
do.
not
But
coming.
trim it.
My girlfriend does it
Not-
too. You don't
trim
know.
it off.
Not from
She sees it. She
in the-
yanks it out while I'm driving.
Yeah.
She loves
Oh,
doing that
God,
shit.
No,
Not-
I'm,
Ew,
I'm
no,
hyper
I'm
aware
not
of it.
touching it.
Oh yeah.
not in the ear, but coming from the back of it, and so you can't
yeah,
tell.
the top of it. You don't know.
And they yank it, and it feels like somebody hits you with a cattle prod, and then all of a sudden
Oh, you're such
like,
a baby.
how did I have a 2-inch hair coming from the top of my ear that I didn't notice. And then you start thinking, okay, what else freaky about me?
Exactly.
It's so disgusting.
You
Am I
probably
not
have,
noticing?
you probably have a 2-foot hair coming out of a mole on your back.
Y'all never see
How are we
that.
going to see that?
Yeah, but
It's probably coarse.
But braid it.
the good
Cancerous.
the good thing about that is there's nobody around who's like, I just want to pull that out of that guy.
No,
'cause I wear
I'm
a
not.
shirt.
I have friends who will go, I'm going to pop my boyfriend's zits. I'm like, what is wrong with
Yeah,
you?
that's the kind of thing Catherine, she loves
No,
that. I'm like,
no,
stay away.
No.
I was at the Charlevoix, one of our
No.
sponsors, the
I
other
know, I
day.
want to do that. That's my
and
job.
A girl walks in and hadn't seen me in years. And she's like, oh, my God, what is this? And grabs the mustache and starts pulling me
what a
like
maniac.
she's pulling my ear like a kid. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she was like, what is this? And just yanked me across the room.
Wow.
I'm like, that's not appropriate. I know the mustache is weird, but that's not cool.
Yeah, and doesn't feel good. If it doesn't come off right away, that's
Right.
one and done. So, Erika, mustache, that's not a non-starter. Are there mustaches? So let me ask you to speak for all women, which is always
I
dangerous.
can't speak for all women, but
And say it
try.
while
I
you
can
stare
speak
at this thing on my face.
I am staring. I can speak for, myself and women I know.
Okay, but women, mustache, do some men look better with or without a mustache?
I know friends of mine who they enjoy men with beards who prefer facial hair.
Okay.
And as long as it's
Would any of
maintained,
them
if you're
call
letting
me?
it
No, okay, keep going.
if you're not maintaining it and it
Yeah.
just looks scraggly and gross, that's there's a huge difference.
Gotta keep
if
that
you have
shit
a full
tight.
beard and you keep it nice and maintained, fine. If you have a mustache, fine. Just keep it. See, I prefer.
What if you have
I
like a
don't
Gomez
prefer,
Adams mustache? It's just along the like a John
Like a
Waters
Johnny Depp
mustache.
style?
The Clark Gable?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Gable?
Oh, again, as long as it's maintained and you look great and you wear it confidently, I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
So confidence is a key part
That
of it.
too, yeah.
So I was at a retirement party a couple weeks ago for a friend of mine, Dave Cornwell, retired from Hamtramck Police. Great guy. All these guys were like flocking around this former Hamtramck cop who had like a beard that I would have considered appropriate for the front of a cough drop box, or maybe if they were remaking some movie about the Civil War. And he was a good-looking guy. He was there with his attractive partner, and this beard it went down about a foot, and it was combed straight, and the bottom was cut straight across. And the guys were they were going up to him saying, "Oh, dude." I don't know if the women cared about it one way, but the guys were losing their mind over this dude's beard. Like they loved it so much. I'm like, what is going on?
So
Guys
I was at the
love-
same retirement party because Dave's a good friend of mine
yeah.
too.
Guys
And those
love
same
beards,
guys,
I think, more than women do.
But remember, all those guys were the same dudes that went outside smoking pipes. Did you see
God.
that? They all
Oh.
had pipes, and they were all like their facial hair and pipes.
Tobacco.
Same
Also,
guys.
I think
it was
it's
tobacco pipes.
Nothing
yes.
from the evidence locker.
It might be the same way women
As far as we
admire
know.
women with just luscious locks. I mean, there are men that I know who can't grow beards like that. So
Yeah,
maybe they were just like, wow, look at this man's luscious beard.
Or is it that it's like they're living out their face? Like, I wish I could just kind of go hillbilly for a little. I just
Probably.
I find those big beards, those crazy soup strainers, just to be. I wouldn't want one. It seems uncomfortable. It seems like you don't know what's in there. Maybe like a squirrel.
It's hard to
maybe
get past
some
those
granola.
first couple weeks of itchiness. It's just I don't have the discipline
but
for
I
it.
just think the look is kind of. I just think they got a blunderbuss somewhere and a pair of overalls that only go on one shoulder. You know, and they just run like.
How many people know what a blunderbuss
You want to
is,
date my
you
sister? I can
asshole?
tell you she's great in bed. You know, kind of guys like that.
Why,
Blunder.
You know what a blunderbuss is?
No.
It's a short gun with a big.
It's like
that's
a
an
muzzle
old-timey-
loader.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You know, it looks like a bugle.
All right, you ready
Like
to
a
see? You ready to
musket?
see my no beard picture? I found it.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
And this is exclusive for our soulmates.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
never miss an opportunity. All right, there it is.
Who is that?
When
guy?
was this?
I think. Let me see if I can figure
How
that
long
out.
Is
ago?
that like a year after high school?
I know.
Oh, that's about 13 years ago.
I got to tell
Okay,
you,
'cause
with,
Okay,
you look
that makes sense.
a lot younger.
with
I
that
know.
T-shirt, you look like you're in Star Trek. You know, they got the red shirts, the gold shirts.
You look
You
way
look like
young.
a science officer.
So I'm old now.
No, but you just look
No,
really
I
young
am,
there.
I am old now. Yeah.
That is a very punchable face.
Oh, I know. I
That
agree.
is that
That's
is
your fifth person you've wanted to
I
punch
know.
today.
I'm already clenching my fist.
Why do you want to fight people so badly lately?
Because I can't grow a beard.
That's it.
It was
That's
the therapy episode. Got them all triggered.
I know. I think it did.
Yeah, it felt like every one of those letters were written about me.
I know.
Oops, sorry.
Oh,
Ooh.
No,
I guess that's it. I'm gone. I'll see you guys later.
Just start playing a slideshow.
It's my
on me.
walk-off music.
we're playing August off. Well, August, tell us before you go one more time about how people can find out. Is there a website? Is there an admission price?
There it is.
New venue. So if you've been going to Hamtramck year after year, this year you got to go to Hazel Park.
Yes, go to the Eastern Palace Club. It is free to get in. I should also give a shout out to the Disco Caballeros, our DJ friends. We always get friends to come and DJ this for us for free.
Nice.
None of us make any money, and the charity, the Hero Foundation, has zero. No one gets
Overhead.
paid.
Yeah,
no one gets paid. Everyone does it as volunteer out of the goodness of their hearts. So they've been doing this for years. So Eastern Palace Club Saturday night. Bring a couple bucks for raffle tickets and support a good cause. There's no pass in the hat. We do sell the T-shirts.
Yeah.
Our Magnum T-shirts. We've been doing this for years. They'll be there on site, and that's it. Otherwise, just I don't expect you to grow your mustache that fast, but we do sell mustaches for $1 a piece.
And
perfect.
the money goes to charity. That's Saturday, September 13th.
Yes.
Do we have a date for the tracksuit party yet?
Tracksuit party is we just know where it's going to be. We don't have a date yet.
Okay.
We know it's going to be moved to Caju Cafe because John's been begging for us to have the tracksuit party there for years.
Okay.
So we're going to move it there. It's just that place is so busy now. They book up so fast. We have to actually sit down with their booking agent and reserve a Saturday.
Well, they have so many places. Indoor is great.
Yeah.
They have the beer garden. And they have the garage bar. Muscle Beach, by the way, Alex Porby, if you heard him on the show a little while ago talking about his amazing art installation on the front of it, just put up some neon for Muscle Beach.
I saw that.
It's pretty cool. They do a really nice job over there, and Alex is a great dude. And he told me an amazing story about one of our former high school classmates. I have to save that for another show. But there are some epic parties in Detroit that you should really put on your calendar. In the fall, you want to do Magnum. You want to do Babe Ruth's birthday, which is at
Nemo's. That's a classic, yes.
That used to be at Tom's, which was the most dangerous bar in America because the floor plates were actually shattered and tilting at about a 20-degree angle into the basement, which was probably full of rats.
How did they get that piano in there?
Never know what's going to happen.
They must have built it around. It was just
Tom's Tavern.
Sense.
Lots of questions about that place. And then Tracksuit in the spring. Spring, yeah,
it's in the spring. Yeah.
So no charge. You can make donations. You can just tip your waiters and waitresses. Buy a mustache. Buy a T-shirt. Not mandatory that you wear a Hawaiian shirt, but for those of you parrot heads who think there's got to be another place I can wear this other than in a parking lot with a bunch of other alcoholics, this is the place you've been looking for.
That's right.
So thanks, August. I will not see you there because I'm going to be at a football game.
I know.
But
I tried to schedule it around you, but that's how it goes. I appreciate you guys having me on to talk about this. You're always supported all my charity events that I work on, and you guys have always been here for that, so I appreciate it.
Well, we kind of follow the Good Time guys, and Hamtown Labor Day Weekend Festival was great. First time I've seen the yacht races, and
I bled for the first time this year.
Oh, really?
Yes, I got a water balloon that didn't pop, hit the megaphone, and smacked me in the face and cut my lip. So I was actually bleeding while getting pelted in the nuts and face with water balloons this year. It was, it was a brutal year.
Good times. Good times.
How many did you hit me with?
I did not bring any. I was the guy who came and observed and took notes.
Yes.
There was a guy in front of me who did that last year. He brought 350 water balloons, went through all of them.
Probably the first two races, right?
Yes, but also brought enough Bloody Marys that he didn't run out of them. So that part I learned from too. But next year I will be back with more, unless I'm in Muskegon. But yeah, it's a great time. And I know Erika has to go soon too. Erika, anything you've been working on lately or anything you want to tease us with before you get back to Channel 4 WDIV Local 4?
I've been working on some investigations lately and some missing in Michigan segments. I would say just go on Local 4 Plus. We've got some of those stories up there. You can catch up on some of the investigations I've been doing.
What's the craziest thing you've seen since we last saw you, other than August's mustache and that picture of Mark as some sort of creeped out altar boy?
Adorable child.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Same thing. Yeah.
The craziest thing I've seen? Well,
I mean
I'm learning a lot about investigative storytelling, and just people will, if they don't like you, they're going to start threatening you. And
that's fun.
So
I'll punch them.
Yeah. So today I was working on a story, and one of my bosses was like, "Hey, we're going to let this one breathe for a minute because we think this person might be a little bit dangerous. So
Oh, geez.
I'm learning a lot about that.
Damn.
It's interesting. And I haven't really encountered that too much in my career to the point where I always think, oh, I can confront this person or I can do this. And yeah. Let's just put it.
But you don't
very
back
cryptic.
down. You're
It is. I can't even.
Yeah.
I wish I could talk more about it, but it's.
well, we'll talk about it when the story hits the
Yeah,
air.
yeah. It's something that I guess maybe I'm doing something right in my job. If people don't like me.
That's a good
Yeah,
feeling.
I mean, I hope that's a sign you're doing the right thing, because there's a lot of people who hate me, and I hope it's
There you go.
what they did and not what I did that makes them so
Probably
hostile.
both for you.
I mean, there's got to be people who hold people accountable. We can't just
Amen.
regurgitate press releases and things like that.
Thank you. God, there's such a lack of that nowadays.
I know, and I understand that a lot of news organizations were afraid of getting sued and things like that. Anyone is, but we can't give in to threats, and we can't give in to threats of lawsuits. We can, however, if you're actually threatening to hurt me, that's a little different. So
yeah, no, that's not cool. And it sounds like the station is being judicious about how they're pursuing this story. But it is true, if, people like to crack on the mainstream media and blah, 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 and fake news and all that other shit.
I also think you can do that, but not every station is the same. So it's with any generalization. You make fun of or you crack on local media or the mainstream media. Well, not every news station is doing the same thing. So,
well, it's like, what's the old saying? It's like Congress, right? You hate Congress, but you like your congressman.
exactly.
So you like what you watch, and because that's what you chose, but doesn't mean everything else is always wrong.
Yeah,
There's
Exactly.
and when a mistake's made, and believe me, there's mistakes made all the time.
Mistakes,
in
we're all
media.
human. That's what
Yeah,
happens.
It doesn't mean it's done maliciously. It also doesn't mean that it's going to happen all the time. Now, that being said, standards have gotten a lot lower.
They have gotten a lot lower, and I will say that. And
Across
social
the
media
board,
also
yeah.
is really frustrating, and we're
So it
all
invites
still
more
trying.
mistakes,
Yeah,
and- yeah.
we're all still trying to navigate that. And
Far
as you
from
guys know,
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, but the difference is when you're doing the kind of stories Erika's talking about, those stories have been reviewed by a reporter. There's a photographer involved.
There's a
usually
lot of
a producer,
lawyers.
probably a lawyer. This
No,
is
The whole
I'm telling you, a lot of
editorial
lawyers.
process, yeah.
This has been vetted. This has been sort of this has been in the wind tunnel to see if it's going to hold up.
We're
to
not just
scrutiny.
interviewing people and taking their word. We're going over
Yeah.
loads and loads of documents. We're vetting people out. We're doing things in a very different way. And I think local news is extremely important.
And it's the most trusted. If you look at the surveys of who do you, I think cable news is at the bottom. I think the national newspapers are probably somewhere next to them. And local newspapers and local TV are most trusted, I think, partly because people feel like they know you, because they see you, because you're out doing the stories, but also because if you tell me something about, like, let's say you said Washington, D.C. was a killing zone, and now that you've put the National Guard there, it's super safe. In Detroit, I have no idea what the truth is. I don't know who to believe. Everybody seems to lie to me.
And that's frustrating. And I get that.
Right.
That's how I feel most of the time.
But if you tell me something about Detroit, I feel like I have a pretty good sense of that because I'm here. And because if Erika's telling me about it, I see her and I know where she's at and I know what's happened and I may know somebody who was affected by that. So it is important that we keep doing those stories and taking the heat, because if you just want the unfiltered garbage that comes out of public officials, just go to their website.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want that crap, follow them on Twitter. They can lie to you for free immediately. But I'm going through a situation right now where a leading candidate for office doesn't want to answer questions. They want us to send questions in advance.
No, I hate that.
They had some objections about me, and they wanted to talk about to all my bosses. But
What?
But they wanted to do it.
You're running
so
for
Teresa,
office, and this is
in
how
a
you
month-
act.
Just want to talk to your wife, right?
Well, yeah.
Right.
No, these are the bosses that pay me. But they wanted to do it in a month. And I'm like, well, this is an ongoing if you have a problem, let's resolve it now. But this is what people don't understand that goes on behind the scenes. And that's why this show is here, partly to let you know about that, demystify it. And when you see Erika on TV talking about a very sensitive situation, you should understand that these are stories that people pay a price for to do them because of the stress, because of the intimidation, because of the, you get scrutinized by your own team before you can put it on the air, because not because we want to torture people, but because, there were some lawyers at Fox who seemed a little sadistic, but because they want to make sure that we've done everything we can, because we know once we publish or broadcast, the people we're talking about are going to attack us. And we want to make sure that we've found any problems before we share it with all of you out there. So
right.
I
had
appreciate
another
what you're going
colleague
through.
who told me, Erika, that story's not worth it. This is not worth it. And I had to sit there and think, is this worth it? And I still think it is.
Yeah.
But I need, we need to just be careful.
Well, it's easy to do the easy things, but it's not always the best thing to do. So God bless you for doing it.
Hopefully I can still do it. We'll see.
Do any of these people have mustaches? Like the curly ones where when you're interviewing, they're like,
those ones are kind of fun. I think those ones are fun when they have the little wax at the end. Yeah, they twist and they twist the stash.
My middle school band teacher, Mr. Bauer, had one of those mustaches. He was a very cool guy, but you never knew if he's going to tie you to the railroad tracks if he didn't practice.
I'm not going to let it go long enough to do that.
You should. Totally should.
But I do chapstick it every once in a while just to keep it down.
You could.
Chapstick.
You could.
Chapstick and boogers.
That's right. It's all stored in here.
Maybe we should have ended a minute ago. Hey, Erika, thanks for coming in. Killer bonus episode. Check it out. If you're a soulmate, Erika gave you a name. Now, give her your time and check out that bonus
episode. Bye, guys.
See, Erika, stay strong. I know you will. People think they're going to back Erika down. You got better luck backing down a brick wall.
Amen.
Yeah. A brick wall of truth.
The geeks have inherited the earth.
Did I do that?
What a dork.
Does him wanting to play with us again mean that he's turning into a geek, or we're turning into cool guys?
Football season is here. If your plan for retirement is to hit an 8-leg parlay, maybe you should call or text Luke Nowacki at 248-663-4748 after that fails, or maybe even before you place that long shot bet. The key to long-term investing is to have less anxiety in the markets than Maz has on the Sparty concourse. I think the concourses are filling up after this week, but Maz, we haven't seen him there. I don't know. Maybe he's high now, or maybe we just need to get a buffet for him to attack. But if you call Luke and Zach at Pinnacle Wealth Strategies at 248-663-4748, I know this much. They will make it all about you, sweetheart.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through
Mosaic Wealth.
Inc. member FINRA-SIPC.
Mosaic Wealth.
Inc. is separately owned, and other entities and/or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent.
Mosaic Wealth.
Inc.
Yesterday I was searching for geeks. I was just like, why am I not finding them? And then they scheduled the Michigan State USC game for 11 p.m. Eastern time. I'm like, this is...
Now, wait a sec. I thought that's what you wanted.
I want a late one for me because I'm going to be in LA. But if you're a Spartan fan, you're going to stay up till 11 to watch this game? That is where TV has gone way too far. And then a bunch of other things happened that got me worked up. But I got to tell you, there's an incident in Philadelphia that takes the cake. There's one might say a beautiful scene where a guy from the Phillies just crushes it, just hits a bomb, and the ball's rolling around in some seats where it's kind of up for grab. A dad runs over, gets the ball first, walks, I don't know, maybe 8-10 seats over to his son.
You can keep describing it.
Fan came in.
Look at it. He's got the ball.
He stole it from another Phillies fan.
Oh, I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true at all.
And now he's hugging his son, and here she comes. Karen.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when she wanted all those Dalmatians for a coat?
Yes.
You know, he did give it to who I would assume is his son, maybe.
This poor little boy
He did give it to the young.
has just had a...
He's got to get it under control.
Exactly.
Look at the girl in the background, in the left-hand side of the screen. She's laughing.
There he goes. He gave it back to her. He said, "Get out of here, you screaming Mimi."
What is going on?
Yeah, it's a good thing that she doesn't have the skunk hairdo where I dyed the top but not the bottom. I mean, that's kind of okay, all right. So she walks over to this guy who's just had this beautiful moment with like his 10-year-old son, puts the ball in his mitt, and she's immediately in his face, giving him the business, and he just kind of shrugs and takes the ball, gives it to her. And by the way, if you watch the video, if maybe you've seen it, it's kind of going viral. If you're a soulmate, you saw it right here. That ball was up for grabs. That was it.
It was
best
totally
of
up for
50-50
grabs.
ball.
It was on the ground rolling around. He just walked over and got it.
Yeah.
And the other thing is,
well, I can tell you this much: she is totally a piece of work, because here's later in the game, another fan is jawing at her over what happened.
Oh boy!
And she doesn't really care for it either. So there's a guy right there. She stands up, and she goes and confronts the guy a section over and 3 rows ahead for him yelling at her.
Ooh,
took it from the little kid, bro. Oh shit!
She's got her finger in his face.
She's leaning over in his. I mean, she's got a power position. She's on top of him.
Absolutely, she's dominant.
This guy's filming
Is it
so
is it
terrible.
Howard Dean that went to the games? Never go to Michigan. God.
Now she's going back to her seat.
Tell
And
you,
she's yelling at the people that are booing her. By the way, her husband's doing nothing because he's
he
been through
feels
this
so
before.
awkward. He feels so awkward.
He's seen her do this, but now she's holding the ball. Now, oh no,
Whoa,
she's giving
hey.
a finger to everybody
Hey, she's number one
while holding the ball. What a bitch!
Yeah, the internet is giving her the business.
Yeah,
as it should.
Yeah.
I would say there's a lot of empty seats around her. Now I understand.
Yeah.
That's I would want to be as far from her as possible.
Both the Marlins and the Phillies took care of that kid afterwards, though.
Well, the other
I know.
thing is,
It's
she kind of
squeaky wheel syndrome.
for being so tough. That ball was closer to her than it was his dad. Why didn't she?
Yes.
Where were those claws when that ball was up for grabs?
100%.
I mean, come on, let's see those bows. Start throwing them.
Nobody's entitled to a ball. It's just
No.
Yeah, so it goes without saying that she's our geek of the week, perhaps our geek of the season. But here's the other thing that I think is really cool with this. There's a baseball collectibles business that has offered her $5,000 if she will sign her name and "I'm sorry" on the ball.
That's bullshit.
And
though.
give it to the kid.
That's
She'll get
bullshit.
$5,000 for that. Well, what she should get is
nothing.
Is 5,000 lashes with a.
But I would be
licorice whip.
I would be really pissed if she does this, because now she's getting $5,000. She's being really rewarded for being a bitch. Although you know what? Now I think about it, she'd have to come forward because the internet has tried their hardest, and I think doxing.
You don't want to dox her, yeah.
Doxing is
they have already done it. It's I almost feel bad for her now.
They've identified 2 people incorrectly as being the person, and that's not them. They have
I heard
not
she's
been able
already
to find
had
her.
job issues, and it's.
But is that true?
I don't know.
I don't think they really know who she is.
Yeah, nobody should lose their job, but that's one of these moments where I think of that thing where the professor at Harvard and the Boston cop had some misunderstanding, and it became a big thing like, oh, this is police mistreating citizens, and maybe there's a racial aspect of it and all this. And Obama got them together to have a beer.
Oh, God, yeah.
And they ended up being like okay with it.
The teachable moment, I think, is what they
somebody needs to get this woman together, not with the kid, maybe with the dad, and have an apology, and we can kind of feel better about it. She shouldn't.
She should be banned from all future MLB games.
Yeah, making a mistake like that, showing your ass like that. And I'm sure she was jawing at those other people because she felt a little self-conscious, a little defensive, but there should be an opportunity for you to have some grace. It shouldn't cost you your job, but you know, you at least deserve to be our Geek of the Week.
There's an all-night party in room 7609. And you can dance together all night if you've got the time.
Welcome to Room 7609, where we try and bring you some hidden gems, some great music that maybe you never heard before, or some music from a band that you love that somehow you overlooked. Well, shame on you, but we're here to help you out. And we're brought to you by the Caju Cafe, where on Wednesdays, it's Detroit's longest-running karaoke night. On Thursdays, it's the Jazz Jam with the Bill Meyer Group, which is also a long-running jam session. Friday, Revival, a tribute to, can anybody guess?
No.
The Allman Brothers Band. Saturday, the Dirk Kroll Band, and I'm a little concerned about these guys. The Taintsville Players. Do not play with my taint.
Oh, wow.
That
Speak
is
for
not-
yourself.
Yeah. And is your taint so big that it actually shows up on a map? I mean, come on. Work on some Kegels or something. Sunday.
What?
Okay,
go ahead. I'm sorry. Shouldn't question you.
Sunday is Tino G's Dumpster Machine. So you're going from the taints to the dumpster. That's still good stuff, though. Monday, Tasha Owens and the Stable Dudes Open Jam. And, of course, it's Muscle Madness. All you can eat mussels for more.
I love Tasha. She's amazing.
Is she?
Yeah, she's great.
So she's doing that now for a while on Mondays, right? Because for a little while they had another dude in there. Now Eric Grobel maybe, and now they're switching. So keep up with the Caju by going to cajucafe.com. And Mike, who I ran into at the Gangster Fun show, which he kind of turned us on to Gangster Fun in Hamtramck, sent something in for last week when we were talking about my high school reunion. And, we love to play your tunes and we love the stories. Maybe I have this story here because as I mentioned, got to dance with one of the coolest, most beautiful, most sophisticated women I went to high school with. She was that way then. She's that way now. And the Smiths United were playing, and I had the courage to say, hey, let's go dance. I think she's married. I know I'm married. There's no Facebook creeper. I'm trying to relive some sort of old fantasy thing here. Everybody's very happy and comfortable in their situation. And she said, I will, but let's wait till maybe the Violent Femmes come on. I'm like, okay. So Mike, who knows all, says, since ML just went to his reunion, which I appreciate him and Teresa sharing some stories from the salad days. You can check out our reunion episodes the last 2 weeks. I think if ML wrote a screenplay based around his high school life, the soundtrack would be in my request for Room 7609, The Violent Femmes, American Music, which probably would play at a poignant part near the end of the movie.
Interesting. Is that it? There's no lead-in time. That's why I wanted to make sure you weren't done. I didn't want to hit play, and then and then have you talk all over it. So.
We are, that's the other thing. Gordon Gano.
I should have just hit play, right, August?
Yeah, I wish you had.
I love music, and I'd love to front a band, but I've always thought I couldn't sing, and it always held me back. But then I think about it, that didn't stop the Violent Femmes.
Oh, I think he sings really well. It's just a different type of voice.
Very, very well.
1, 2, 3, 4. Do you like American music? I like American music. Don't you like American music, baby? I want you to hold me. I want your arms around me. I want you to hold me, baby. Did you do too many drugs? I did too many drugs. Did you do too many drugs?
you go.
I do like American music.
I like that song. I think that song's good. Yeah, I like it. I think it's great.
When those guys came out, it was in the early 80s.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a total game changer. I don't think anybody ever heard anything like that. I mean,
very different. Yeah.
I guess if you could say popular music from a guy who can't sing, maybe Bob Dylan sort of invented that. But
it always reminds me, like when that song came out, all the girls loved it and all the guys hated it.
Well, because we were all singing, "Why Can't I Get Just One Fuck?"
Yeah.
You know, we were singing all the other just the Violent Femme songs.
The Violent Femmes. I remember the guys all wanting to be into
Maybe it's
LL
got something
Cool
to do
J
with
and
luck.
Poison and didn't want to hear that. You know.
So I may be, well, I don't know. We may be the same vintage because I was really into Run DMC back then. But I was more of a metalhead. I was hip hop and metal, even before Run DMC was hip hop and metal. But so take that, Steven Tyler. And
is there anything you can
Jam
tell us
Master
about the
Jay.
song?
But
or is that all he wrote?
No, that's all he wrote. He just was thinking, that would be. I do love American music, but when I think about the high school, if there was a high school movie based on your life, there was a high school movie about a reunion called Grosse Pointe Blank, and I don't know if you guys ever saw it.
Absolutely,
John Cusack.
John Cusack.
Having grown up in Grosse Pointe, it's like, I wish we had a cool local radio station like the one where Minnie
sitting
Driver
in the window,
was.
sitting in the window with a little cafe, talking on the radio like Northern Exposure.
Yeah, and I think I know exactly where that location is in the movie. It's a sandwich shop,
Yes.
But it's we had nothing like that. I mean, it was culturally, unless you were like sneaking off to Todd's or Bookies or something like that with a fake ID, it was a conformist hell. And I'm not saying that would have made me become an assassin, but that's an underrated movie. And
it is
in terms of there's some actors who are fantastic in certain capacities, and when Dan Aykroyd has to carry a movie, you should run in the other direction. But as the assassin who's trying to unionize the assassins and recruit John Cusack, he is fantastic. It's absolutely hilarious. He is so good in that movie. And the scene at the mini mart where the Eastern European assassin is trying to get John Cusack and he puts the bomb in the microwave and they realize at the last second.
I think they call each other hitmen in the movie, don't they? They don't call themselves assassins. It's a hitman unit or something like that, right?
There's a certain term that's it's sort of like saying that you're not a stewardess, you're a flight attendant, or you're not a waiter or a waitress, you're a server,
So the other movie, you're a cleaner, right? Wasn't the other phrase for assassin hitman?
Yeah, so that was great. So Mike, we appreciate that. We have a couple of suggestions and stories that we're stockpiling them, so that's great. We will get to all of them. So please send them to mlsoulofdetroit@gmail.com. We love the music. We like the story even more, and I guess if you're kind of short on story, then I've been known to wax poetic. Or pathetic. I guess it all depends. Can I ask you a question? Why do you keep talking? It's time for us to go.
Stop taking shots at him. He's not even here.
He's here in spirit, though. He's all around us.
I'm bummed. I like
Shawn
hanging out
Windsor.
with Shawn.
I know. Everybody does. He's been missing in action now for 3 weeks.
He's been, this is a really busy time for sports writers. Start of the Lions season, U of M and MSU and everything else going on. So Shawn's been very busy dealing with a little health issue. Hopefully nothing serious. We know that he'd rather be here with us than just about anywhere else. I think that's true, and we miss him because he is. This is usually about the part in the show where he wakes up and tells us a story. We're like, damn it! I wish we'd had that sooner because it's so good. But hopefully Shawn will be back soon. You know what might make him feel better?
What's that?
A donation.
Probably
maybe a one-time
healing power.
A one-time donation. Yeah. I'm a prosperity preacher here. It's like, if you want to feel good, you got to make other people feel good. If you want to be rich, you got to make other people.
You got to
manifest it.
You have to manifest. Yeah. Creflo Dollar here. And $1, $5, $10, whatever you got. You can make a one-time donation to mlsoulofdetroit.com. You'll see a PayPal button, a Venmo button. We'll take any amount. You can become a soulmate by going to Patreon for $5 a month. You get all these great bonus. You get our bonus episode. You get to watch the show. You get to listen to the show without those annoying insertion ads. You get the show before anybody else, and you get invitations to our great events, and I'm sure we'll have another one coming up soon. Most importantly, you keep us coming back week after week because sponsors are hard to come by, but those of you who appreciate the show, as long as you keep bringing us back, we'll keep coming back. So please just make a small donation. And maybe you're one of those people who's like, I don't want to give $5 a month. I'll give you $60 for a year and get it out of the way. You can do that too, and some people have. So please give us a shot there. You can also reach out to us on Patreon. Mark, cue the Max music. There it is. And the reason why I say the Max music, not because it's maximum good, which it is, but because it's from Max Prokop, the music impresario who is in the King's English, Shasta Fox, and plays bass for the Smiths Unite. He's also a soulmate. And after last week, when we played Killing Joke, the 80s, he says, Mark's like, what's that song about? Because you're just a little younger than us. So the 80s to you was probably when you're riding your bike and eating ice cream at the park.
It's also being very facetious since they said the 80s a bunch of times.
I think Max knows that you're a sophisticated consumer of pop culture and modern music. Some might even say American music. So please, let's have some more soulmates. Just not for me. It doesn't really matter. I'm fine, but for little Shawn, he needs an operation.
Oh, don't say that. Jeez, people are gonna believe that.
Hey, we play the ball where it lands. We gotta make this thing work for us. And you can't give all your money to the Hero Foundation. I mean, August will take what you got.
We'll take it, whatever's left over after you've supported the podcast.
You get a few shekels in the bottom of your
No, you support
pocket.
the podcast, and then Elric donates it, so he gets the write-off.
There you go.
I don't know.
I have been known to buy raffle tickets.
Guys. You have been known to buy raffle tickets and a Magnum T-shirt.
He's a very generous man.
I still have that Navy Magnum T-shirt from Magnum 8, maybe?
Probably.
And that every time I wear that, let me just tell you something. There's 2 T-shirts I wear that people go crazy for. I mean, other than the Soul of Detroit swag, which we will be opening our pop-up shop soon. But I wear Trejo's T-shirts, Trejo's Taco T-shirt.
Danny Trejo's one, yeah.
That my sister got me, and that is so popular. After Mass one time, the priest came up and he said, "I want that."
Oh, the priest!
I'll have to get it for him. And then that Magnum 8 T-shirt. It's just they're really, really cool, and for a good cause. So look good, feel good, do good. That's the Magnum party in a nutshell. Although I don't know, the mustache maybe doesn't look so good. One night.
It looks good in August. I think it's good. I think you should keep it.
Yeah. Catherine disagrees.
It looks good on August and September, but by October, no.
By October, yeah, no way. No way.
So before we go, I do want to say a few words about Ziggy Gonzalez. I don't know if you read On Guard this weekend, but I wrote about Ignacio Ziggy Gonzalez, who passed away at 94 last month. He is one of the people who helped create the Clark Park Coalition, who kept Clark Park strong. If you haven't been to Clark Park in Southwest Detroit, our charity hockey game and winter carnival will be January 17th. The park looks better and better every year, but if it hadn't been for Ziggy and a few other folks, it would have closed in the early 90s and been just one more blight on our city. Ziggy was an amazing guy. He was a Mexican-American born in 1930. At that time, if you know anything about Southwest Detroit history, it was predominantly Eastern European, and he used to hang out with these Slavic guys who could not say Ignacio, so they started calling him Ziggy. And Ziggy's life was full of adventures and some heartache, and through it all, he always kept a positive attitude and always had time to coach, to mentor, to teach, to help. And we lost somebody who is one of the people that just drives home a point that I make all the time. We get frustrated with government, and yes, government is supposed to help us, and yes, we do give them our tax dollars, so they do have resources to help us and do things that we need done. But really what's going to make a difference in our neighborhoods, in our city, and in our lives is the people we know, the people who do the right thing, not because they want something from you, but because it's the right thing to do. So I'll have a link to our tribute to Ziggy in our show notes. Please check it out. But a great guy, and hadn't seen him a lot in the last couple of years, so I knew this day was coming. Again, he was 94. So
that's a good run.
It's eventual. It's inevitable, I should say. But what a great guy. And if you want to know why so many people loved him, you're not going to get a chance to meet him. But if you go to Clark Park, they'll tell you stories, and you look around. And I don't know what you believe, but I would not rule out that Ziggy is going to be there whenever you get there in one way or another. So please check that out and read a little bit about him. And if you want to help out Clark Park, there'll be a link there where you can make a donation. We're shaking everybody down, but it's all good causes.
It's all for the right reasons.
And it's getting late in the year, so you may need some tax deductions or write-offs. Mark, how was your trip to Oklahoma? That was I'm about to make one of those nightmare runs with a late flight there and back and everything. How'd they treat you there in Norman?
By far the best fan experience I've had away from Ann Arbor. By a mile. They were the most gracious people. I can't ever remember a game afterwards where people came up to you and thanked you for coming to their city. And we're really appreciative. And even beforehand, it's a whole long story. I won't get into it, but the tailgate we were supposed to attend fell apart.
Oh, shit.
Possibly a scam or scamola.
Oh,
and so
no.
we were walking around.
Catfished.
Yeah, it's a long, complicated
Manti Te'o meet and greet in Oklahoma.
You know, the stadium's right in the middle of campus, and then about 2 blocks north of there is their downtown, and they block off the road, and they sell beer on the road, and all the bars are there. But then we were walking, and there's another tailgate that was just like, hey, Michigan fans, they wanted you to come in, and so we hung out with them, watched TV, watched the game, so it couldn't have worked out better. But no, I mean, aside from the game itself, it was a wonderful experience. If anybody gets the chance to go to Oklahoma for a game, do it.
Did you see the Sooner Schooner?
I did. Too many times, really.
Was it cool?
Well, I mean, I saw it as it was rolled out in the game and looked like watching it on television. But yeah, I mean, it was all right.
I looked it up, and one of the first links that came up was the Sooner Schooner. If you don't know what it is, it's a Conestoga wagon drawn by horses that would come out at halftime. I don't know if they still do that.
Well, it comes out to open the game, and then every time they score.
Okay,
is when it comes out.
I saw a clip where it came out and there was a wipeout.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Some Michigan fans were hoping that would wipe out. There it is again as they come out.
Now, what the hell does that do to the field? Is this a turf field or is it grass?
I think it's field turf like normal, and then it stays in that little corner. And then every time they score,
Howard Dean again? Is he everywhere?
they fire off guns, and then it comes back out. And but yeah, just a really great fan experience.
How big is that stadium?
70,000 maybe.
That's it.
Yeah, it's not
Spartan
that big.
Stadium's bigger. I would have thought Oklahoma.
There's
Spartan
the press
Stadium's bigger than
conference.
70?
75, 77.
Right around there. That's a standard college stadium now.
Yeah, but I mean, Oklahoma. I mean, Nebraska's massive. Penn State's massive. I would have thought.
Yeah, this is like their Mr. Brightside post, but right before the fourth quarter thing they do with lights and stuff. So, no, I mean, I love the sport. I love everything about college football. I love the pageantry and the passion and the zaniness of it. So I was in heaven. It was great.
So I was in East Lansing, waiting for the bottom to fall out, and it somehow didn't. So that was an experience I haven't had in a while. Based on this weekend's activity, any predictions on the season? Do you have any of your expectations of your Wolverines changed? Or any thoughts on the impending clash in East Lansing between one great school and your college?
Way too early to figure that one out. No, I mean, Michigan, my worry about them is, the teams that were really good in 21, 22, and 23 could block really well and tackle really well, and they don't seem to be able to do that now, and I don't know if that's coaching. I don't know what it is, but they better fix it.
Could they be held back by those giant wallets in their back pocket? Could that be a factor?
Well, maybe it's no one ponied up the $35 million for another national championship.
Not enough
that's
money.
all it costs now.
Not enough money left for the rest
I'm
of the team.
surprised SMU hasn't written that same check. Everyone else.
And
well,
they
Texas
lost.
Tech is spending $50 million this year, so we'll see what happens.
I mean,
with them.
I'm talking about the fine for cheating.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, that's nothing.
The Free Press estimated that at $35 million. Larry Ellison has that
right
in
And
his sock
it has to be
drawer.
paid by it has to be paid by the institution too. So
Yes.
Michigan has that in their sock drawer.
Could be a pass through. Could be a pass through.
What do you mean?
I mean, you give it to the university gives it to.
Yeah.
Sure, but the university has it anyway, and it's going to end up getting lowered. So
Okay. Well, it was a big weekend in college football. When did you fly back? What was your 5:30 in the morning?
So game ends. Took an Uber, which I've never been in a smaller car with more people in my life. Got back to the hotel around 12:30. Went to sleep around 1:30. Alarm went off at 3 a.m. for my 5 a.m. flight.
Oh, brutal.
So
flew in, did Drew's show, and I thought I was going to die by the time I got home because we went after the Lions game. So yeah, it was a long weekend, but I honestly it was so good. I have nothing bad to say about it other than the action on the field.
What was Norman like? Is that a good college
It's
town?
like
or is it like
it's like small Ann
Nowheresville?
Arbor. I felt like
Okay.
it was a smaller Ann Arbor.
Okay.
It's a
maybe
college
like
town that's about 35 minutes from a bigger, metro area, in Oklahoma City. But even I was surprised how small Oklahoma City was.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a really fun town.
Was it like Bloomington, Indiana?
I've never been to Bloomington.
Oh, okay.
Never been to Bloomington.
That's a great road trip if you ever make it. So I'm going to fly to L.A. for the Spartans USC game, and I'm going to be doing the same thing, 5:30 a.m. flight. Now, we're fortunate, I think, that we got the late game, but your 3 hours in your hotel, was it worth it, or would you say just go to the airport and sack out in
it was
flight
worth
lounge?
it.
Yeah.
It was worth it. I mean,
because you're with a bunch of Oklahoma cheerleaders?
No, that would really have been worth
Because those
it.
dudes are pretty tough.
No, because I knew I wasn't. I don't sleep on a plane.
Not judging.
I was never going to sleep on the plane.
Okay.
So I needed some sleep somewhere. And plus, I didn't want to pack.
Okay.
So I waited till the last second to do that. But yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, where are we gonna have our? I gotta think about this.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't just check out, right?
No. It's gonna be like black
check
flag.
out at 11 a.m. The game's at what 8 o'clock local time.
Yeah, they'll be done at
They'll
midnight.
hold, they would hold your bag for you though. But then you don't want to go back. But you don't want to go back there after the game.
I'm staying at my buddy's place.
The bars are gonna love the 11 o'clock game.
Oh well, that's what I'm thinking.
That's the only people that are gonna be excited. Are bartenders.
Close the bar,
Oh,
go
I'm
to
not
the
watching
airport, kind of, and then I don't have the Drew Lane show Sunday night, but I have a hockey game, so I'm gonna come back and have to exert myself. Well, okay. Well, pro tips from Mark Fellhauer back from Oklahoma. Rested and full of vim and vigor.
Catching up, yeah.
You could say he's fighting with a vim. Rah,
rah, rah.
rah, rah. August Gitschlag getting ready to do some good work on Saturday, September 13th. Come see him. It was great to have Erika back here. The new bonus episode will post any day now. If you have not joined up yet, become a soulmate and you will have access to that and all of our many amazing bonus episodes. And Shawn, you can say a prayer for him, but maybe just make a little donation for his well-being. And until he's back, or at least until next week, we turn to our friend Cyrus to not take Shawn out, but to take us out.
Can you dig that?
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Danger has a new shape.
Hello.
Romance has a new feel.
Take us to
Red Shovel Network.
the horses cost extra.
And action has a brand new style.
Wow. Never tangled with a redhead.
Erika Erickson.
Basil.
ML Elric.
Adventure never looked so good.
The soul of Detroit.